You wake up in the morning, but feel as if you haven't slept at all. Your head is heavy, your thoughts are muddled, and your body feels like it's filled with lead. You've slept the recommended 7 or 8 hours, but in the morning you feel broken, exhausted, old. Every morning becomes a torment. You attribute this to age, health problems, stress. But the true reason for your condition is entirely different, and today I will tell you the truth that most doctors do not consider necessary to explain to their patients. My name is Aristark Ignatievich Vavilov. I am a practicing physician with 40 years of experience. Over these years, I have observed thousands of patients over 55 years old who complained of chronic fatigue, memory deterioration, and inattentiveness. Most of them slept enough in terms of time, but the quality of their sleep was catastrophic. And the reason for this catastrophic state lies in one critical mistake that 90% of people your age make every night. Today, I will explain to you 5 factors that ruin the quality of your sleep. You will learn why your brain ages faster than it should. I will show you 3 simple methods to restore deep sleep that require no medication and cost very little. You will receive a precise action plan for each evening that will return your energy and mental clarity. By the end of this talk, you will know exactly what to do tonight to wake up as a different person tomorrow. Let's first understand what happens to your body when you sleep poorly. During deep sleep, your brain goes through a critically important cleansing process. A special fluid circulates between the brain cells, washing away toxic protein deposits that have accumulated throughout the day. These deposits are called beta amyloid and tau protein. If you are familiar with Alzheimer's disease, you know that these proteins destroy memory and thinking. During deep sleep, the brain is literally rinsed, getting rid of these dangerous substances. But when the quality of your sleep is disrupted, this cleansing process does not occur fully. Toxic proteins accumulate. At first, you just notice that you have become forgetful. You enter a room and forget why you came. You can't remember the name of the neighbor you greeted 20 years ago. You lose the thread of conversation in the middle of a sentence. This is not old age. These are the consequences of poor sleep that day by day destroy your brain. Then the problems worsen. Your reaction slows down. You become irritable for no reason. Anxiety appears that wasn't there before. Blood pressure rises because the nervous system is in constant tension. Insulin resistance develops because hormonal balance is disrupted. Immunity weakens, and you start getting sick more often. The risk of heart attack and stroke increases because the cardiovascular system does not get the necessary nighttime rest. The most frightening thing is that most people are even unaware of the scale of the problem. You think you're just tired. You drink more coffee in the morning, trying to perk up. You take sleeping pills in the evening, hoping to fall asleep. But sleeping pills don't provide real deep sleep. They plunge you into a superficial state that resembles sleep, but the brain doesn't go through the necessary recovery phases. You sleep for 8 hours under the influence of sleeping pills and wake up just as exhausted because your brain hasn't rested. Many doctors simply prescribe you these pills and send you home. They don't explain the true cause of the problem. They don't tell you about the main mistake you make every night. This mistake is so simple that you'll be surprised when I tell you about it. But first, we need to understand why it is so destructive to your health. Now let's break down the 5 factors that ruin the quality of your sleep and accelerate brain aging. The first factor is related to your body temperature. For deep sleep, your body temperature needs to drop by about 1 degree. This is a natural physiological process. When the temperature drops, the brain receives a signal that it's time to enter deep sleep phases. But most people sleep in too warm a room, under too warm a blanket, in too warm pajamas. Your body cannot cool down, and deep sleep does not occur. The second factor concerns lighting. There is too much light in your bedroom. A street light shines through the window. The LED on the TV blinks all night. Your phone screen lies next to the bed and periodically lights up with notifications. Even such a small light suppresses the production of melatonin, the sleep hormone. Your brain receives a signal that it's still day and does not switch to deep recovery mode. You sleep, but superficially, and in the morning, you feel unrefreshed. The third factor is related to digestion. You have dinner late, often 2 to 3 hours before sleep or even later. You may be used to snacking in the evening in front of the TV. Your stomach and intestines should rest at night, but instead they are busy digesting food. This requires energy, raises body temperature, and activates the nervous system. Your body physically cannot enter deep sleep when the digestive system is working at full capacity. The fourth factor concerns your routine. You go to bed at different times every day. Tonight at 10 p.m., tomorrow at midnight, on weekends at 1 a.m. Your brain cannot establish a clear circadian rhythm. It doesn't know when to prepare for sleep or when to initiate recovery recovery processes. The result is chronically disrupted sleep, regardless of how many hours you spend in bed. The fifth factor, which almost no one talks about, is related to breathing. Many people over the age of 50 start breathing through their mouths while sleeping, especially if there are issues with nasal breathing. Mouth breathing leads to snoring, to oxygen deprivation of the brain, and to fragmented sleep. You may not even remember waking up at night, but your brain records every micro-awakening. By morning, you accumulate dozens of such awakenings, which is why you feel shattered. But there is another reason hidden from a superficial glance. It is related to the functioning of your brain's lymphatic system. This is a discovery of recent years in neurobiology. It turns out that there is a special cleansing system in the brain called the glymphatic system. It primarily works during deep sleep. When all 5 factors I mentioned disrupt your sleep, the glymphatic system cannot do its job. Toxins accumulate. The brain ages at an accelerated pace. After 5 to 10 years of such a life, you face serious cognitive problems that could have been avoided. Now I will tell you about the main mistake that almost everyone makes. This mistake undermines all your attempts to get enough sleep. You can sleep 8, 9, even 10 hours, but if you make this mistake, the quality of your sleep remains terrible. The main mistake is this. You use your bedroom not just for sleeping. You watch TV in bed. You read the news on your phone before sleeping. You worry, stress, think about problems while lying in bed. Your brain has created a strong association between the bed and wakefulness, between the bedroom and activity. Every time you go to bed, your brain doesn't get a clear signal that it's time to switch off. It thinks you've just laid down to relax, read, or watch something. It remains in a state of readiness for activity. Even when you close your eyes, your brain continues to operate in daytime mode, not transitioning into deep recovery mode. This explains why you can lie in bed for an hour or two without falling asleep, and when you finally do fall asleep, the sleep remains shallow. Solving this problem requires discipline, but it is completely free and remarkably effective. The first method is called the strict bedroom designation rule. From today, your bed is used only for 2 things: sleep and intimacy. No television in the bedroom, no phones in bed, no reading, no eating, no thinking about problems. When you lie down in bed, your only plan is to fall asleep. If sleep does not come after 15 minutes, you get up and go to another room. You sit in a chair, read a boring book under dim light until you feel sleepy. Only then do you return to bed. This method retrains your brain. After 2 to 3 weeks of strict adherence to the rule, the brain creates a new association. Bed equals sleep. When you lie down, the brain automatically starts the process of falling asleep. No pills are needed, no special techniques, just iron discipline for a few weeks. The second method concerns the temperature regime. 2 hours before your planned bedtime, you take a hot bath or shower lasting 15 to 20 minutes. The water temperature should be high enough for you to warm up well. After the bath, your body temperature rises. Then, over the next hour and a half, the body begins to cool down actively, compensating for this heating. It is this sharp drop in temperature that triggers the mechanism of deep sleep. When you lie down in bed, your body is already in an optimal temperature state for falling asleep. Additionally, you lower the temperature in the bedroom to 17 to 19 degrees. Yes, it is cool, but studies show that this is the optimal temperature for deep sleep. You use a light blanket, leaving your legs partially exposed. The legs play a key role in thermoregulation. Through the skin of the feet, the body releases excess heat. If the legs are overheated under a thick blanket, the body cannot cool down, and deep sleep does not come. The third method is related to creating a sleep preparation ritual. Our grandmothers used to say, prepare the sled in summer and the cart in winter. In terms of sleep, this means prepare the brain for shutdown in advance, not at the last minute. 3 hours before sleep, you stop watching the news, checking social media, discussing problems. 2 hours before sleep, you finish your last meal. 1 hour before sleep, you dim the lights throughout the apartment, leaving only warm, soft lighting. Bright light suppresses melatonin. Soft, warm light allows melatonin to start being produced. 30 minutes before sleep, you perform a special breathing practice. Sit comfortably on a chair, back straight, hands on your knees. Close the right nostril with the thumb of your right hand. Slowly inhale through the left nostril, counting to 4. Hold your breath for 4 seconds. Close the left nostril with your ring finger, open the right. Slowly exhale through the right nostril, counting to 6. Hold your breath for 2 seconds. Inhale through the right nostril, counting to 4. Hold for 4. Close the right nostril, open the left, and exhale through the left for a count of 6. This is 1 cycle. Complete 10 such cycles. This practice is called Nadi Shodhana, or alternate nostril breathing. It comes from ancient yogic tradition, but modern research confirms its effectiveness. Alternate nostril breathing activates the parasympathetic nervous system, the part of the nervous system responsible for relaxation function and recovery. The heart rate slows down, blood pressure decreases, the brain shifts to alpha rhythm, which precedes sleep. After 10 minutes of this breathing, you will feel a pleasant drowsiness. Now about nutrition. Your dinner should be finished no later than 7 o'clock in the evening if you plan to go to bed at 10. The food should be light. Avoid meat, fatty dishes, and large amounts of carbohydrates. An ideal dinner for quality sleep. Vegetable soup, stewed vegetables with a small amount of fish, fresh vegetable salad. Do not eat anything after dinner. If you feel hungry before bed, drink a glass of warm water with a teaspoon of honey. Honey contains glucose, which slightly raises insulin levels. Insulin helps transport tryptophan to the brain. Tryptophan is converted into serotonin, then into melatonin. The result is natural drowsiness. There is a simple home remedy that helps many of my patients. An hour before bed, prepare a calming drink. Take a teaspoon of dried mint, a teaspoon of lemon balm, and half a teaspoon of valerian root. Pour a glass of boiling water over it, cover, and let it steep for 15 minutes. Strain, add a teaspoon of honey, drink slowly in small sips. This drink costs very little, and all ingredients are available at any pharmacy, but its effect is comparable to mild sleeping pills, while it does not cause dependence and does not disrupt the structure of sleep. Now, let's create an exact schedule for your evening for perfect sleep. Let's assume you plan to go to bed at 10 o'clock. At 7 o'clock, you finish dinner. At 7:30, you dim the lights throughout the apartment. At 8 o'clock, you take a hot bath for 15 minutes. At 8:15, you get out of the bath, dry off, and put on a light cotton pajama. From 8:15 to 8:30, you can sit quietly and read a paper book in dim light. No screens, no phones. At 8:30, you prepare and slowly drink the herbal drink I mentioned. At 8:45, you go to the bathroom for the last time before bed. This is important to avoid waking up at night from the urge to urinate. At 8:50, you sit on a chair and perform 10 cycles of alternate breathing. At 9 o'clock, you enter the bedroom, where the temperature has already been lowered to 18 degrees. The windows are covered with thick curtains. All sources of light are turned off or closed. You lie down in bed with the sole purpose of falling asleep. If sleep does not come after 15 minutes, do not lie in bed. Get up, go to another room, sit on a chair, and read a boring book in dim light. When you feel sleepy, return to bed. Repeat this cycle as many times as necessary. The first week may be difficult. You may get up 3 to 4 times a night, but the brain learns quickly. After 2 weeks, you will fall asleep within 5 to 10 minutes after lying down. Some of you are thinking, I don't have a bathtub, only a shower. No problem. A hot shower works just as well. The main thing is to warm up well for 15 minutes. Some think, I can't keep the bedroom at 18 degrees, I'll freeze. Then use a warmer blanket, but be sure to leave your feet partially uncovered and ensure a flow of fresh air. You can open the window at night if it's not too noisy outside. Some worry, I take medication for blood pressure, for diabetes. Can I drink herbal tea? Mint, lemon balm, and valerian are safe and do not interact with most medications. But if you are taking sedatives or tranquilizers, consult your doctor before adding herbs. If you are allergic to any of the ingredients, just exclude it from the composition. It is very important to understand. The first 3 to 4 days can be difficult. Your brain is used to the old routine. It will resist changes. You may have trouble falling asleep. Don't give up. Don't go back to your phone in bed, to late dinners, to a warm bedroom. Give your brain time to relearn. By the end of the first week, you will notice the first improvements. Falling asleep will become faster. After 2 weeks, you will start waking up more refreshed. After a month, the quality of your sleep will change radically. Measure your progress. Every morning, as soon as you wake up, rate your condition on a scale from 1 to 10. 1 means I feel terrible, broken, worse than before sleep. 10 means I feel completely rested, energetic, clear-headed. Write this rating in a notebook. After a week, look at the dynamics. After 2 weeks, you will see a clear improvement. After a month, your average rating should be above 7. This is an objective indicator that the quality of sleep is improving. Now, important warnings. If you have been diagnosed with severe insomnia lasting for months or years, these methods may help, but you need to undergo further examination by a sleep specialist. You may have sleep apnea, a condition where breathing stops for short periods during sleep. This requires special treatment. If you have been taking sleeping pills for a long time, do not stop taking them abruptly. Discuss with your doctor a plan for gradually reducing the dosage as the quality of sleep improves. If you have serious mental disorders, depression, or anxiety disorders, sleep problems may be a symptom of these conditions. The methods I described will help, but you need professional psychological or psychiatric assistance. Do not try to cope solely by improving sleep hygiene. I want to tell you about one of my patients. Her name was Valentina Petrovna, and she was 63 years old. She came to me complaining of constant fatigue, forgetfulness, and irritability. She had been taking sleeping pills for 5 years, but every morning she woke up feeling broken. I asked her in detail about her daily routine. It turned out she watched television in bed until midnight, had a heavy dinner at 9 in the evening, and slept in a hot bedroom under a thick blanket. I explained to her everything that I am now telling you. She was skeptical. She said it was too simple, that there couldn't be such simple solutions to a serious problem. But she agreed to try because she was tired of pills. The first week was difficult. She got up several times at night, couldn't fall asleep, and was angry with me. But on the 9th day, something changed. She fell asleep quickly and slept for 6 hours without waking up. In the morning, she felt something she hadn't felt in years: real vigor. After a month, Valentina Petrovna completely gave up sleeping pills. Her memory improved. She started reading books again, something she couldn't do due to her inability to concentrate. Her blood pressure stabilized. She lost 4 kilograms without diets, simply because her hormonal balance was restored. When I saw her 6 months later, she looked 10 years younger. This is not an exaggeration. Quality sleep literally rejuvenates the body. If this information was helpful to you, please press the like button under the video. It helps other people find this information. Leave a comment. Tell us which method you will try first. Describe your experience with sleep issues. I read every comment and often respond with personal recommendations. Subscribe to the channel and activate the notification bell. In the next video, I will reveal the shocking truth about a common product that destroys your liver every day and 3 simple actions you can take immediately to reverse the damage before it's too late. This information could literally save your life. Share this video with friends and loved ones who suffer from poor sleep. You can change someone's life just by sending this link. Remember, the quality of your sleep determines the quality of your life. Start tonight. Follow the exact routine I described. Be patient for the first week. Don't give up. Your brain thanks you for every night of quality deep sleep. Your body heals. Your memory recovers. You are reclaiming the years of healthy life that seemed lost. Good night to you, and may you wake up every morning feeling refreshed, clear-headed, and full of energy.